Welcome to another chilling episode. Tonight, we delve into 3 terrifying, scary night experiences that will send shivers down your spine. These stories, sent in by viewers like you, tell of encounters with the unknown, of nights plunged into terror, of the moments when the line between our world and something far more sinister blurs. Turn off the lights, grab your blankets, and prepare to be pulled into the shadows as we explore the dark side of reality. Deep in the isolated woods of Washington state, nestled amongst towering pines, stood a weathered cabin. It had been passed down through generations in Sarah's family, a place of childhood memories and summer campfires. This year, Sarah convinced her friends to join her for a weekend getaway. The sun dipped below the tree line as they arrived, casting long shadows across the clearing. Laughter punctuated the air as they unloaded the car, the weight of their city lives momentarily forgotten. The old cabin, though showing signs of age, seemed to welcome them back. As darkness enveloped the woods, they huddled around a crackling fire, sharing stories. The wind howled outside, a mournful sound that twisted their tales into something darker. One by one, each friend swore they felt a presence, a coldness seeping from the very walls. Then the nightmares began. Each friend awoke in the dead of night, gripped by the same terrifying vision. A shadowy figure with eyes that burned like hot coals standing over their beds. Panic set in, their laughter replaced with hushed whispers and fearful glances. Desperate to escape, they decided to leave. As they fumbled with the locks, the temperature plummeted and the sound of heavy chains dragging across the floor echoed. They never returned to the cabin. Rain lashed against the windows of Emily's apartment, mirroring the frantic beat of her own heart. She had just gotten off the late shift at the hospital, the city streets eerily deserted. Each splash of water in the gutters, every rustle of wind in the trees sounded like approaching footsteps. It had started a few nights ago, a feeling of being watched. At first, she had dismissed it as fatigue, the toll of long hours playing tricks on her mind. But the feeling persisted, growing stronger each night. Tonight, she was certain she wasn't alone. As she hurried down a dark stretch of road, a flicker of movement made her turn. Standing under a streetlight was a tall, shadowy figure. She couldn't make out any features, only its silhouette. Panic seized her. She picked up her pace, her heart pounding. Glancing over her shoulder, the figure was gone. Relief washed over her, only to be replaced by terror as she saw it standing ahead of her. How could it have gotten ahead of her? Each time she turned a corner, the figure would reappear, always ahead of her. Her apartment building came into view, a beacon of safety. She finally managed to unlock the door, slamming it shut behind her. Cranbrook Mental Asylum. Even its name was whispered in hushed tones by the locals, a chilling reminder of the darkness that clung to the crumbling structure atop Blackwood Hill. It had been abandoned for decades, left to decay after a fire of mysterious origins claimed the lives of many of its patients. Mark, a self-proclaimed ghost hunter, had been drawn to Cranbrook for years. Armed with his camera, he stepped over the rusted gates and into the overgrown courtyard. The air grew heavy, thick with the stench of decay. Moonlight spilled through the shattered windows, casting long shadows. As he moved deeper into the asylum, the silence was broken by the sound of whispers, faint and ethereal. He felt a cold hand brush his cheek, the air growing frigid. Shaking off the fear, he pressed on, his camera clutched tightly. He reached the main common room, now littered with debris. In the center, a lone rocking chair swayed gently. He felt a presence behind him, turning slowly to see a spectral figure begin to materialize. It was a young woman, her eyes hollow and filled with sadness. Before he could react, another figure materialized, a hulking shadow with twisted features. He fled, the screams of unseen patients echoing in his ears. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed these terrifying tales, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more spine-chilling stories. Sleep tight if you can. Remember, the shadows hold many secrets, and sometimes it's best to leave them undisturbed. Until next time, keep the lights on and stay safe.